So, this main card, people. Look, we have 3 fights before, right, our 2 championship bouts. And these 3 fights are great, right? We start off with the middleweights. We have got Shahbazyan Magdamedov against Joe Pfeiffer. And, yes, Habus, right? He's 35, 6'2", 78-inch reach. He's got a 28-6-1 overall record. He is currently on a 3-fight win streak. He's 4-2 in the UFC. Went 3-1-1 in the PFL. And he also fought in KSW, right? Went 1-0 there. So, yeah, that's a big thing, right? Good fighters have come from KSW. But, yeah, his last fight was April this year. He beat Michel Pereira, right? Got a unanimous decision there. He got Bruno Pereira in an arm triangle. That was October last year, 2024. Also, May 2024, he got a decision over Wally Alvarez. Right, so that ended a 2-fight losing streak where he lost to Sean Strickland in July 2023. And then November 23, he lost to Caio Barralho. Right, both very good, right? Very good. But, you know, you don't need those losses, right? When you're trying to build shit. But he's bounced back. And he's bounced back well. Right, so he made his UFC debut in September 2022. Got a performance of the night for a first round stoppage and a very fast one as well, again over Dustin Stolfus. Followed that off, though, with those 2 losses. But, yeah, as I say, he's turned it all around. Now, outside the UFC, right, he's had submissions in his last fight, which was at KSW in December 2020. He got a 2nd round guillotine. Before that, he had a Kimura. Right? So, you know, he does like a guillotine. Does definitely like that. He does have a few stoppages, right? Does have a few on the records. But he also does like a submission. Which, that's a, you know what I mean? That's a lot for 5 body bags, Joe Pfeiffer. I mean, it should be Joe Pfeiffer, right? He's 29, 6'2", 75-inch reach. And he has an overall record of 14-3. He's coming off of 2 losses. I mean, 2 wins. Right, came via the Contender Series, had 2 fights. He dislocated his shoulder in the first, but got a big win in the second. He's 5-1 in the UFC. And, yeah, he had that loss to Jack Hermansson in February 24. It was a bit one-dimensional, right, from Pfeiffer. But we then saw him get the knockout of Marc-Andre Barriault, right? That was June 2024. And then he beat Kelvin Gastelum in June this year. And he looked good in that fight, right? Gastelum is very durable. So trying to get a knockout there, that is tough. Right, made his UFC debut against Gerard Marchart. No, he did not. He made it against Alan Amadeski. Got a 1st round knockout. He then beat Gerard Marchart. Right, he then beat Gerard Marchart in a grappling fight. Right, so just to show. just to show, hey, I got your number, right? So Piper's very good, right? He's very good. He's very angry, right? He wants to show the world how good he is, and believes he will be a future champion. I think this fight, though, I mean, both can knock you out, right? Both can definitely knock you out. Piper does have some submissions, but I think it's probably fair to say that Abus has more skills when it comes to the jiu-jitsu. Whew, people, this is such a good fight. Such a good fight, people. Yeah. I think I'm going to take a boost. Right? I think I'm going to take a boost. But, as I said, either could knock each other out. So, if it went the other way, I would not be surprised. But, yeah, I think I'm going to take a boost for the win. Oh, man, I am definitely looking forward to it, though, people. Definitely looking forward to it. Next out, we go to the featherweights. We have Josh Emmett against Yusuf Zalal. Again, this could headline a fight night, right? This fight could headline a fight night, people. You know what I mean? In this one, man, Yusuf, the Moroccan Devil, Zalal. Right, he's 29, 5'10", 72-inch reach. He's got an overall of 17-5-1. He's currently win streak. And this is his second tenure in the UFC. He's 7-3-1 overall. Went 4-2 in the LFA. All right, so he had that great win over Calvin Kattar in February this year. Before that, got an arm triangle win over Jack Shaw, November 2024, where he got a performance of the night. Also, he got a performance of the night for his first round stoppage of Jano Ahrens. That was August 24. In March 2024, yeah, he was active last year. He got a second round rear naked over Billy Qualantiro, and that was the start of his second run in the promotion. Right, so back-to-back rear naked, then an arm triangle, then a decision. Yusuf Zalal is not fucking around. He brings a pace. He's got good kicks, right? A good jab. He's in and out, right? Very elusive in there, right? Very elusive in there. Obviously, you're not looking to get hit, you know what I mean? Not looking to get hit. But, he has got a lot of skills. And he's got submissions, great submissions, right? Which Josh Emmett has fallen proud to. Emmett is 40, 5'6", 70-inch reach. He's got an overall of 19-5, coming off a loss in his last outing. Right, he's 10-5 in the UFC. Right, he lost to Lerone Murphy. That was April this year. I think that was in Abu Dhabi. I think, right? Before that, he had that thunderous knockout of Bryce Mitchell, right? December 2023. He lost to Ilia Topuria, though it did go to a decision, right? And he got subbed by Yair Rodriguez in the fight, right? The number one contender fight. So, hey, he's tough, man. You know what I mean? He's very tough. Got some good wins. Right? Calvin Kattar, though I did think Kattar won that fight, right? Dan Ige, Murad Bezek, Michael Johnson, which was, Johnson was looking good in that fight, and it just got caught to the end of the third round. It was a tough one. Emmett made his UFC debut all the way back in May 2016. Beat John Tuck, right, via split decision. So yeah, this is a great fight. This is a great fight. But you know what? I think with this one, because we kind of saw this fight, right? And I'm talking about Emmett Yair Rodriguez. Because Yair is fast, he's long, good kicks, elusive, great jiu-jitsu. And that is kind of Yusuf Salau, right? He has got all of those abilities. So, you know, we saw how well Rodriguez did. And I think this Yusuf Salau, who has just taken things to another level, I think he's going to get the win. You know, I think he's going to... Look, everyone knows Josh Emmett has got dynamite in those hands. So you know to avoid that left. You know it. And I think his footwork, right? We have seen him be able to keep the pace in a fight. So yeah, I'm taking Yusuf Salau for the win. And our featured bout of the night. Our featured bout of the night, which also was serving as a backup to the main event. Right? We have got former light heavyweight champion Yuri Prochazka against former champion challenger Khalil Roundtree Jr. And this fight is so good, right? The Warhorse, Khalil Roundtree Jr. 35, 6'1", 76.5-inch reach. And he is coming off a very good win in his last fight, right? He is 10-6 with 1 no contest in the UFC. And last time he beat former champion Jamal Hill. And he won that fight convincingly, right? So convincingly. That was June this year. And that was bouncing back after that loss to Alex Pereira, where he got knocked out in the 4th round. And he had some good moments in that fight, which is definitely enough to give you that confidence that, you know, you have the skills, right? You deserve to be where you are. I think that's a big one there. You know, he's beaten a lot of good fighters, right? Anthony Smith, Chris Dukas, Dustin Jacoby, Carl Robinson, Modestas Bukauskas, right? That was in Bukauskas' first run in the promotion. And it's a good win, like, especially when you see what Bukauskas is doing now, right? So, yeah, I think in those early days, because Roundtree made his debut in July 2016, lost to Andrew Sanchez, right? Oh, yes, because that was in the Ultimate Fighter, like, final, right? Lost a decision there. Lost his next fight to Tyson Pedro. He then did put together a little run, but lost to Johnny Walker, lost to Ian Cutelabra, Marcin Pacino. But he went to Thailand, and that's what really just turned everything around, you know? And he is really just come into himself, right? He has really found his flow state in the octagon. And we have seen some incredible performances from him. Going up against former champion Yuri Prochazka, who's 32, 6'3", and has an 80-inch reach. Whew. So, yeah, he is 5-2, right, in the UFC. Went 11-1 in Risen, where he was a champion as well. And his last win is against Jamal Hill. So him and Khalil have that in common. They both have their last wins over Jamal Hill. But Prochazka stopped him in the 3rd round. Right? That was January 2025. Right? And that was his bounce back fight again from Alex Pereira. Right? So he's had some crazy fights, right? Like the Alexander Rakic fight, right? The Dominic Reyes fight. You know what I mean? Just some crazy fights. The Glover Teixeira fight. Man, Prochazka, boy, right? I think the thing with Prochazka is he's so unconventional. Like, shots will come from anywhere. And he can be losing and then just uncork something from somewhere you are not expecting, right? Did it to Dominic Reyes. I think he was going backwards in that one as well. And against Rakic, right? So that's his big thing. Good kicks. Right, Roundtree's got good kicks. But the difference being where Roundtree is a more of a traditional striker, Prochazka is, man, just crazy angles. They're both explosive, right? They both have got power in those hands. I think Prochazka does have some jiu-jitsu as well. Right, so this is going to be, it's going to be a barn burner, right? And possibly the winner could position themselves for a title shot next, right? Depending on what the promotion wants to do, right? You've got Oldberg coming off a huge win, and that would be fresh blood, right? For whoever the champion is. So, yes, but a huge win, a spectacular win here could be the thing to give you the rub, right? Could be the thing, which has it so much to play for, right? But all those stakes can lead to mistakes, right? Can lead to pressure. Right? But we know Prochazka, he ain't about that pressure and stress, you know what I mean? He's focused. He's a ninja. He meditates underwater. So, hey, man, I've gone back and forth on this one. I've gone back and forth on this one. And I like Roundtree Jr. I like Prochazka, so it is so tough. But I think the unconventional striking from Prochazka is going to be the difference here. I think it will be. So I'm taking Yuri Prochazka for the win, but this one is more I'm just looking forward to seeing an incredible fight. You feel me? That's a big thing with this one. But yeah, I'm taking Yuri Prochazka for the win. And what a fight to take us to that co-main event.